Hey everybody, welcome back to 2 Acres Evolving. It's pretty windy out here today, so I hope the audio isn't too bad. But today is going to be part 2 of the fire pit area. I've built all 3 of the Adirondack chairs that go around it, so now I just need to build the fire pit and the area around the fire pit. So let me go ahead and turn the camera around and show you what I'm going to be doing. All right, so this is the area that I'm going to be working in. If you remember from the previous video, there was a stump over here, and then there were 3 stumps over here. If you haven't watched that video yet, I'll put a link down in the description and on top of this video so you can check that out. I went in and burned this stump out, so it's gone now. And then there were 3 stumps over here. I was going to put all 3 of these in the fire pit. However, that was going to make a larger fire pit than I wanted. So I went ahead and burned this one out. So now what I'm going to be doing is I have this shovel stuck in the ground in the center of the fire pit area. So I'm just going to attach a rope to that and then use marking paint to mark out the actual fire pit where I want it. And then I'll use marking paint again to mark out the area around the fire pit where I want the gravel. So I'm just going to go ahead and get the camera set up and get started on this. So the tool that I'm using to edge this out is this edging tool that I got from Lowe's. It's a Corona brand. If you want to check these out, I will put a link down in the description below. This is what I use to edge all of my flower beds. Instead of using like brick or something like that to edge them out, I just want to go through and cut out the edging and use grass as the edger. So that's what I'm going to be doing around this entire thing. I just go through and step on it and cut out the edge. And then I'll go through with a shovel and dig it out. So basically it has this straight blade on it. You can use a shovel with this, but a shovel is a little bit harder to cut out the edge because shovels have a rounded edge. So if you use something like this, it's a little bit easier to cut out a straight edge. So I'm just going to continue this all the way around, and then I'll use a shovel to dig it out, and I'll show you how I do that once I get around this circle. All right, so now that I have the entire circle edged, now I just have to go through with a shovel and dig out the edge. So basically I go out about a couple of inches from where I cut the edge out, and I use a shovel to go in diagonally. And cut it out. And this creates a ledge. So whenever I put the rocks in this area, this will hold the rock in. So now I just have to go through and do this to the entire circle. Alright, so I finally have the fire pit area done. This project took me a lot longer than I thought it was going to, mainly because of the landscaping fabric and the gravel that I have around it. The landscaping fabric, I thought I had enough, but I did not. So I had to go back to the store and get some more of that. And then the gravel was the biggest issue. I got a half ton of gravel and it barely filled up half of this circle. So the problem with that is I work during the day, and by the time I get off of work, the gravel place is closed. So I've had to wait to get gravel. So that's why there wasn't a video earlier this week. I was hoping this project was going to go a little bit quicker than it did, but even though it took me a little longer than I thought it was going to, I'm very happy with how it turned out. I have the 3 Adirondack chairs around it, and I decided to put these pavers in front of the chairs. These are the same pavers that I used off of my back patio. I had some extra ones, so I just put these out in front of the chairs. I think that looks good. And there's quite a bit more room left after these chairs have gone in. So I'm thinking of making 3 more and put them in the middle of each of these. I'm still thinking on that. I don't know if I want to do that or not. And then the brick that I used is the 12-inch by 4-inch retaining wall brick from Lowe's. This is the same brick also that I'm using off my back patio. So I wanted to use the same one instead of using all different types of brick in my backyard. And then the inside, I have the 2 remaining tree stumps that I will burn out as I build fires in this. So I apologize there wasn't a video earlier this week. I planned on having this video out this past Monday, but unfortunately it just did not work out that way. In this case, working 8 to 5 Monday through Friday just put a stop on the project. So hopefully that don't happen too often in the future. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching this video, and we'll see you in the next one.